Welcome back, you beauties. The conversation is already rich this morning, so hopefully we're going to speak to your tribe. If you love the human body, the movement, the incredible miracle that is this, well, not necessarily this body, but at the moment we are being given examples of what the human is capable of on another level. Kenya's marathon king, Sebastian Sawe, and Australia's teenage sprint sensation, Gout Gout, are redefining speed. One is breaking the 2-hour marathon barrier. How many athletes have tried to achieve that? Mind-blowing. The other, chasing Bolt-level greatness, or achieving Bolt-level greatness already, turning 20. Athletes are already changing the game. And of course, Carla Johnson is an athlete who must be just mind blown at this spectacle. Running is your love. So
yes.
You get the joy of movement and what it feels like to push your body to its limits.
Absolutely.
When you see someone, especially in the marathon space, what King Sebastian has done, how significant is this? I want to get that time, 1 hour 59:30. So he beat it by 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, it's insane. I mean, London Marathon was almost a week ago, and I'm still trying to find the words and process everything that's happened. I think the performances we saw over this weekend, yes, he was the first man to do it, but I think, you know, we can't only talk about Sebastian Sawe. There were 2 men that ran sub-2 that weekend, and they've just shattered the ceiling that sort of was this barrier of what could be achieved over the marathon distance, and now, you know, 2 hours is the floor, so who knows what's next.
And does it work like that? From an athlete who has to plug into that self-belief and then actually live it, once the barrier has been broken, is that it? Is the gateway open? Because we've seen it happen in sprinting before where we thought, okay, this has been achieved, no one came close to Usain Bolt for a while, but that's conversations changing. But in the marathon space, it feels like every day there are athletes training to beat that. Do you go into an event like that knowing that you're going to break the 2-hour? Or were those athletes feeding off each other in that moment? How does something like this happen the first time?
There's a lot of elements at play. I think Sawe was confident that he was going to break some sort of record that day. I mean, the team
His
around
shoe sponsor
him,
was?
Yes. The team around him were already talking about the world record falling. London is not notoriously a fast course, so there wasn't really conversations around 2 being broken that day. Conditions were great. They definitely thought the world record would fall. But, you know, Kipchoge did it in 2019. He proved it could be done. Having seen that, I think Sawe and a lot of these athletes believe that they would have been the first or the next to do it. So there's definitely this sort of switch in belief of what's possible.
Do you think Sir Mo is going to come out of retirement now? If I was having this conversation with him, he would just be sitting shaking knowing that this is capable. I can joke about the shoe. I'm not going to mention the brand. You can do some research, but we're not sponsored by them at the moment yet. Come on, guys. 97 grams, 30% lighter than the previous version, carbon fiber race designed for maximum energy return.
Yeah.
And what we know about fascia and energy within the body is changing drastically. Is that a difference in this kind of space? Would you, as an athlete, be thinking, okay, I need to wear these shoes. I'm wearing spandex if I'm on a bike, thinking I'm going to shave whatever off my time. Does the same sort of apply here?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think we can't have the conversation about breaking barriers without talking about the technology around it as well.
Without the swimsuit, without the shoe, without
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, these companies are putting years and years and years and millions into R&D to improve their technology. I mean, you've spoken about the statistics, the data around it. With every stride, that shoe is lighter, the energy return that he's getting. You know, there were 3 athletes all breaking records running in the same shoe. We can't ignore the impact of technology.
Are you sponsored by them?
No, I wish.
Come on, do some research, guys. Come on, there's a brand match here just waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Someone who burnt through his shoes and is burning through the record books at such a young age. Gout Gout.
Yes,
we want to heap a lot of sensation on a sensational sprint star because it's like they're the superstars. He is so young, and we know that sprinters achieve their max, and we've seen it. It becomes quite a mature game when the mind needs to match what the body is going through, but he seems to have the full package there. How do you look after a talent like that? Is he the real deal, or is this like what's going on?
Yeah, look, I mean, there's a lot of comparison between Gout Gout and Usain Bolt. I mean, stature, stride, his energy, his personality.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, his results speak for themselves. He's shattered a lot of Bolt's teenage records. And so based on performance and data alone, his trajectory definitely looks like he could be the next Bolt or the next big thing. But I think one of the fundamental differences from when Bolt burst onto the scene versus Gout Gout is, you know, the pressure of social media. It's a lot more in your face. As you've mentioned, he's very young. I think he's just turned 18. So I hope that he has the team around him, sports psychologists, financial planners and
I would
advisors.
start with that,
Yeah, to help him manage the pressure that comes with fame and fortune and, yeah.
There is a new move within sprinting as well, and I'll love Wade van Niekerk for this effortless beauty and flow and a return on energy. And he seems to have that. It's not the big, muscular, powerful sprinters. It almost feels more rhythmic. Are we seeing a shift in the way, do you feel as an athlete that that tip of the spear is changing what it is to be an elite athlete now?
It's tough to say. I think people try and put a sort of a cookie cutter figure in what
we
you
want to
should
align
look
a trend.
like. Exactly, you know, tall and lean if you're a long distance runner, very powerful legs if you're a sprinter. But I mean, every athlete is different, physiology is, you know, different. So I don't think it's a one size shoe fits all. Gout definitely doesn't seem to have that super typical sprinter build, but I mean, his legs are so long with the
you can just see the science happening as he's moving. So how do we look after, and maybe this is advice for all great, because we've got some South African sprint sensations, young stars here. How do we protect a young athlete through that critical phase? Yes, there's the off the track, but how do we look after them in their performance?
I definitely think it comes down to building the right team around them. As I mentioned, I hope that he's working with professionals in the space around mental health, around dealing with the fame and fortune that comes with it. Teaching them how to block out the noise. As I mentioned, social media a lot more prevalent. There's going to be a lot more in his face sort of criticism, feedback, hopefully not hate. I think, you know,
but it's also going to feed that model of success, and they're going to feel like it's vital to that.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, I think it also it comes with experience. When he broke Bolt's record now, Usain came out and made a statement, sort of issuing a bit of a warning around, you know, when you step onto the world circuit, it's different from being a junior athlete, and there's a lot of pressure that comes with that. And
have you met the Americans yet?
Yeah, exactly.
I love you for being here. I can't believe you aren't sponsored yet. I think everyone else we've spoken about is really sponsored, but we love a new era in sport. We love the emotion, the sensationalism, but these are human beings shattering records that have stood for all time. We love it for ourselves. Go out there and be inspired. Gout Gout, King Sawe, incredible examples of what the human can do.